I put the names too in the chat for you.
Thanks for making me the co-host.
Oh, you're welcome. Good morning, Jen. Hello. Or afternoon. Should I say that too? Good to see you. Hi, Pat. Hi, Ken. Good to see you.
Hello.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Hi, Susan and Lynn and John. Welcome.
There we go.
Hi, Brenda. Welcome to the class. And Cheryl.
Hello, thank you.
Oh,
Hi.
there's a guy on there that look.
Donna, you teach a lot of really great classes.
Oh, thank you.
I think
Glad
this is
you
the
enjoyed.
third one I've taken from you.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Have a good variety. All right. We'll give it a couple more seconds here. Does anyone subscribe to any streaming services like Netflix or any of
I
those?
can't.
I need to learn what I'm doing first.
Netflix and Hulu.
Netflix and Hulu. Yep, those are the old timers out of the bunch.
That's not.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's changed a lot, hasn't it? It seems like the streaming services, there's a new one every week. Someone's got a new app, new service. It is a little mind-boggling. Trying to figure out what do you want, you know? And if anyone has any services that they tried and they hated or they liked or anything you've discovered, you know, feel free to put it, you know, in chat or let us know, let other people know so they can, you know, make informed decisions
Interactive.
when it comes to
What's that?
this.
Is this interactive?
Yes.
Find out how we would incorporate this with DirecTV.
Okay.
All right. All right. Well, why don't we get started because we have a lot to talk about with these. I want to welcome everyone to Get Set Up. We're seniors teaching seniors about technology. We also have social hours. My name is Donna. I'm your guide for today. I was in the IT industry for over 30 years. I enjoy helping people get over their fears of technology. Today's class, we're going to talk about TV streaming services. This session is being recorded. If you wish to get a copy of the recording, you can do so by emailing help@getsetup.io. For people on the live stream, hello, welcome. Come join us and register for classes so we can get to know you. That's the best part of Get Set Up experience, is getting to know each person in the class. And we're not paid to promote. We're talking about a lot of services. We're not getting paid to promote any of these. So feel free to say what you like, what you don't like. And so this is going to be an overview of the services. I'm going to give you an idea of the cost, but you know how that is. Costs can change. So be aware that the costs I give you are not carved in stone. It's to give you an idea of, since the last time I checked, what the cost was. And TV viewing options for those that do not have a smart TV. Now, I just asked a little earlier, but a lot more people have joined. What type of streaming services do people have or are using right now? Anyone?
Donna, this is Frank in Philly. I have DirecTV that almost use it exclusively. It also gives me my local channels, which I think is ideal. And that's the reason I'm probably not going to leave it. I certainly would like to cut some of those costs.
Right. Yeah. And some people still have cable, and that's fine. And, but I don't know if you've experienced this, but some of your favorite shows are getting pulled from cable and put onto some streaming services. They're starting to do that. Have people noticed that?
Yes, we have.
It's a little annoying. It's like, wait a minute, I'm paying how much for cable and now I got to go get a streaming service to watch this show. So, yeah, that's an issue right now. It's kind of the Wild West for TV right now. We thought we had it all sorted out. Everyone just had cable or DirecTV, but now the game is playing. The game that we're used to play is changing now. And so now you have to figure out, well, do you want to spend that extra $5 a month for this particular channel? Or what a lot of people do with these, because they don't have any contracts, at least not yet. They'll sign up for some of these services for just a couple months, watch the whole season of whatever show that they love, and then they cancel. So you'll see a lot of that happening, and that's what a lot of people do instead of having these constant reoccurring charges. So you have to think of that type of thing if your favorite show has moved off of cable. So TV streaming services, just to review, what are they? They are Netflix, Hulu. We're going to be listing a whole bunch of names today. And by the way, the email for this class at the end is a long one because I will list all the names of the services so you can look them up later on if you are interested. So it is a service that just offers TV shows, movies, any type of video content on the internet. And it is an alternative to from having cable or satellite TV. That these are alternatives. Sometimes they're used in addition to. Again, if your favorite TV show moved. And these usually will require a fee or some type of subscription. However, we are going to talk about a group of free streaming services that you could also try that you might enjoy. You may have cable right now, and you might find on a free service, you might find some of the older shows or stuff that you haven't been able to find on cable. You might be able to find them on one of these free services. All right. So the pros of streaming TV. Well, if you're going to cut the cable, then when we say that, the people that they've dropped their cable service and they strictly go to streaming. Some people, this is what they want to do. It can be cheaper than cable. Depends on what you want to watch. There are no contracts, which is nice. You can try these out. If you don't like the content that they have, you can just cancel it. It's not like cable where you're in for a certain amount of time. And they do give free trial periods. So you can try it out for the trial and then cancel before you get charged. And with streaming TV, instead of, you say your favorite show is tonight at 8 p.m. Well, with streaming, you wouldn't sit down at 8 p.m. and watch your show. You would just go on to Netflix or Hulu, and then you would find your show in the guide and you would watch the episode that you want to watch next. That's how it works. It's not, you can just watch at your own convenience. And there's a lot of content that you can choose from. Now, the cons of streaming TV, well, you do need a good internet connection to watch. Most people if you've had internet installed in your house within the past 10 years, you've probably got internet that is fast enough. The litmus test is always Netflix. If you can do Netflix, you're good. Now, some shows are only available through cable, so that can be a problem. If you want to cut the cord and, things like sports. If you're a big sports fan watching sports, it's going to be hard to get off cable. There are some options out there that you could check out if you want to, but it is kind of tough in that area. And there might be a delay. For instance, if your favorite show is at 8 o'clock tonight, well, you might have to wait until tomorrow or the next day to watch it on Hulu or another streaming service. So there's a little delay. There might be a little delay for when that episode shows. As long as you're okay with that, then the streaming will be fine. Now, what you need to stream TV, well, you do need a connection to the internet, Wi-Fi, wired, or if you're on your phone, your mobile data, it will use your mobile data minutes. You can, some of these streaming services, actually most of them, will have a browser function where you can log in from your laptop or desktop. You could watch your movies from your laptop or desktop. If you're on a phone, you can go to Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and download the app for Netflix. Netflix has a little app. Hulu has a little app for your phone. So you'll put that on your phone. If you have a smart TV, smart TVs, you can go to their content store on the TV and you can download the app for the TV. So you can watch it from your TV. And for an older TV, then you would need a streaming device that would give your old TV access to the internet. We're talking about the speed. Again, if you're using Netflix, you're probably good on the speed. If you're going to do 4K video, which is not out there too much, mainly YouTube has 4K video. You do need about 20 megabits per second to do the 4K. And if you have multiple people in the household that's going to do streams, well, you're going to need about 40 megabits if you're going to say you have 4 streams at a time, which is a lot. Probably most of us don't have that many people in the house. You can always call your internet provider to double check if you want to find out, or log on to the website and see what you have. But again, if you're already doing something, you should be good. Anyone have any questions so far? All right, now how can you tell if you have a smart TV? If your TV is just a few years old and there's a flat screen and you have a remote that has maybe a Netflix button on it or a Hulu button or Amazon Prime button, that's a smart TV. If you've got the streaming services names on your remote, it's a smart TV. And when you click on your little home button, you should see a menu come up on your TV that shows Netflix. It could be Prime Video, Disney, Hulu. All these different apps are loaded on your TV. And you can scroll towards the right side of your screen. You should find an app store or a content store is what some of the TVs call them. And that's where you can get other apps for others, like the streaming services we talk about today. Some of those services will not be installed on your TV. Most TVs come with the standard apps already on, the Netflix, Hulu, Prime, Sling. They'll already have those apps there. And Frank, your question is your TV is 5-year-old? Yeah, at first he said in the chat 55-year-old. And I'm like, wow, that's an old TV. You're not going to have any apps on that. The 5-year-old TV, yeah, you will have some limitations possibly, and that's where getting one of the streaming devices might help you. If you have an older smart TV, some of them have maybe peaked with, so you might not be able to download some of these things, and that's where you're getting one of the streaming devices like these here, Roku, Amazon, Apple, and Google. We have an entire class where we talk about these. So you might want to take the streaming devices class where we talk about these sticks. But if you have a smart TV that's getting a little old and you can't quite get the apps, you could get one of these as a quick fix. Instead of replacing the TV, you could just stick one of these on your TV and have access to more current apps. You just connect all of these through your HDMI port on the back of your TV. And if you have a real ancient TV, the RCA plugs, there's adapters where you can plug it into the back of your TV, and then you'll have an HDMI port for that old TV. All right. Let's talk about these services. Well, Netflix, the first one out of the gate, right? When they, remember Netflix used to do CDs, right? You used to get your CDs. You could have 3 a month. You just pop them into the mailbox, and that was nice. It worked pretty well. And then one day they said, we're not going to do CDs anymore. We're going to stream. And I think we all lost our minds at that point. We're like, what? That was the beginning of streaming. Netflix started this. And then many more came on after that, of course. Now today we have so many choices in this area. So when we're looking at the big players, the paid services, Netflix, $9 to $18 a month, depending on what you're going to pick for your subscription. They've always been very good. They have a wide variety of movies and TVs and specials that you can get there. And then Hulu came on. They're in the same price range for their subscriptions, $6 to $12 a month. The difference with Hulu is they'll include broadcast. So they have your cable channels, and whatever was on TV last night will show up on Hulu the next day, or roughly the next day or two. You should see those shows showing up. And when we say broadcast, we're talking about ABC, NBC, CBS, and Fox. Your channels, your 2, 5, 7, whatever, those little local broadcast channels. You're not going to see them live. You're just going to see them later on. But that is a nice distinction between Hulu and Netflix. That's why you'll hear people say, I have both. And that's why, because they have the best part of two worlds where you get your on-demand TV shows and movies, and you get those broadcast those shows there.
I have a Hulu where we pay and we don't get commercials, and that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Some of these, they'll have the low end of they'll have them tiered. It used to be a one price, and that was it. But now what they've done is, we'll let you have this service for $5 a month, but then you have ads, right? You'll have commercials. But if you pay $2 more a month or $5 more a month, well, we'll get rid of the commercials. So you will see that. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and I know some people. I'm a person that records a lot of things because I can't stand commercials. So I like to record it, and then I can whip right through. So yeah, that's it's nice to have that option.
Can you record on these streaming services?
Oh, that's a good question, and I will have some information about that in the email. The way they are set up right here, no. But they do there are apps that are virtual DVRs, they call them. And I'll give you a link to an article that talks about the top 5 of these services. It's like a cloud service. It's like a cloud service, except it's geared to TV. And you can record your shows. If you get, for instance, Hulu has a live version that has live TV. And a lot of the live TV apps do have some type of a virtual DVR included in your subscription. It will be a certain amount, maybe 10 gigs or something like that of space. And then for $10 extra a month, you'll get unlimited DVR space. So you will see that. And just in case people are wondering, Netflix, we were talking about Netflix, you just come to their website and you can sign up. And Hulu's the other one. A lot more TV shows, and all of these services. The other neat thing that they do is they have a lot of original content. Like Netflix has shows that are only on Netflix, and they win all these Emmy awards and everything, and they're really good programming. And the same thing with Hulu. Hulu will have exclusive things, so it makes it hard. If you fall in love with one of these original shows, you will have to probably get the subscription. And Hulu will have specials like this is a nice example of a bundle. So look, definitely look at their websites to see what bundles they have. Here they have, you can get Hulu, Disney Plus, that's another big service for streaming, and ESPN Plus. So if you're a sports person, might be a good package because you can get ESPN and Disney and Hulu together. Apple TV is another streaming service. They usually have a lot of original content on Apple TV, although they are starting to allow other apps that where you can add other programming under the service. Amazon Prime Video, that's been around a long time. If you're a Prime member of Amazon, you do get Amazon Prime Video with your membership, with your Prime membership. If you don't have a Prime membership, $9 a month, you can still get Prime. And they have movies and TV and original. Even Amazon does original shows. Anyone addicted to the original shows of any of these streaming services? Like Handmaid's Tale, that's Hulu, isn't it? I'm trying to think. I can't, yeah. I know a lot of people like that show and find it interesting. But this is, and just to show you if you do have Prime, to show you what it looks like. If you have Prime, it'll show you the shows that you can watch for free. And then the ones that aren't, they should have a little yellow sticker on them. I don't see any right now. You can add channels also. That's another thing nice with it. Here they are. These are not free. They'll have a little $sign. And you can always add Paramount Plus, Discovery. If you want to keep everything all under one account, if you are an Amazon person, you can add these services all under your Amazon account. So it all gets billed in one place. So that's an option if you love Amazon. And you want to keep all your billing maybe under one account somewhere. This is one way you can consolidate all of these, is to add them. And you don't have to be a Prime member. Just being an Amazon person, if you just want to keep your billing to one spot, you could do it through Amazon. All right, network and channel streaming services. Paid. These are some of the paid ones. These services have resulted in, I don't know, they've been adding them left and right in the past couple of years, it seems. And it seems to be a breakaway from cable, like Disney Plus. Okay, $7 a month, roughly. They'll have all the Disney shows. This is great if you're a Disney fan because you will find all the Disney stuff that they have is going to be on Disney Plus. But they also have Nat Geo, they have Star Wars, they have Marvel. So all the Marvel movies, the Star Wars movies, all that stuff's under Disney Plus. And again, you can bundle Hulu and ESPN for $12.99 a month. Roughly, you can bundle all of that. Anybody using Disney Plus? No. Discovery Plus, this one kind of is getting me a little bit. This one is encompassing a lot of cable channels. In fact, there's so many, I had to put an et cetera because there's so many that they are moving off of cable. This was it's $5 a month, and it does HD TV, Discovery, Food, TLC, ID Channel, Animal Planet, OWN, A&E, Lifetime, History, Travel, Sci-Fi. It's it's a lot of channels and some of the shows, most of the new programming is now showing up on Discovery Plus. So if you are a fan of a lot of these type of cable shows, yeah, it's tough. Because they are moving quite a bit of these over. Peacock, this one you should check to see, depending on who you get your internet your access from, your cable from. If it's Xfinity or Cox or Spectrum, you might be able to get Peacock for free. So you could take a look and try it out. When you go to the app, if you download the app, and Peacock is NBC. So all the NBC shows are going to be all from, and past and present shows will be on Peacock. Paramount Plus is another one. This used to be CBS Now. I think that's what they called it. And then they changed the name to Paramount. Includes all the CBS programming over the years. Plus BET, Comedy Central, Nickelodeon, MTV has CBS Sports, Smithsonian Channel, VH1, and TV Land. Those are landing onto Paramount Plus, and that's about $6 a month. They're kind of, to me, I feel like it would just be nickel and dimed right now, little by little. And probably a good time to call your cable company and see if they have any deals for you to make your cable bill cheaper. That's one way to pay for some of these, is if you can get $20 knocked off your cable bill, then that could justify maybe adding some of these. So think of that, because they are getting squeezed right now, for sure. HBO Max, $15 a month. That's the HBO. You can add HBO. I was just talking about Amazon. You can add HBO through your Amazon account too, if you want to keep it all in one place.
Really?
Yeah. Let me go back to Amazon. I'm right here in Amazon. Here's they call them Prime Video channels. And if I click on see more, they've got Paramount Plus here. All of these, HBO, Stars, Acorn TV, PBS, BritBox. There's a slew of them. So, as far as your billing, if you wanted, there's AMC, Showtime, Cinemax, Hallmark movies now, Epix, Lifetime Movie Club. There's so many of these services. So if you are a person who buys stuff from Amazon and you just kind of want to keep things in one place, you might want to think about looking here and adding it, because then you can easily cancel if you need to. It makes things easier, I think, instead of having all these separate billings everywhere.
Donna, are there any other channels that provide the ESPN besides Hulu?
That's a tough. Yeah, sports is tough. I'll have to see as we come down the list which other ones. Disney Plus does no, that's with the bundle. So far Hulu, and then I think there's one more. I'll have to see when we get down the list.
Paramount has sports on your chart.
Oh, Paramount, yeah, but that might be CBS Sports. I don't know if it's exactly.
Paramount.
Yeah, the Paramount.
Another thing I was just thinking about is that we can get, as you said, these services with advertising. And I remember when the reason you got cable was because you didn't have any advertising.
All right.
Exactly.
So the more
it's like
the more they stay the same.
It is funny because you're right. When we first had cable, there were no commercials, right?
That's what you paid for.
Yeah.
You didn't have to watch the commercials.
I guess they think they just depend on all of us to forget, which I'm glad you reminded me, because I forgot. Yeah, cable used to have no commercials.
Yeah, that was the reason to buy cable.
Yeah.
And I remember buying it for my mother, and I said, "Mom, it's a 3-month thing. You've got to leave it on for 3 months." 2 days before the 3 months was up, she said, "Get rid of it." She said, "I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to use it. I just watch 5 channels." She said, 5 local channels. That's good enough for me. I don't need all of that stuff. I said, okay, Mom.
And
And
it's
here
true,
I
like,
am on the computer doing the same thing.
and Netflix and a lot of these, that was the idea of them too, was no commercials.
Yes.
And now they've added commercials to all these streaming services, and now you have to pay extra to get rid of the commercials. Oh man, I know it's a con game.
Racket.
It's a racket. It's a racket for sure.
But the ride is good. So,
Well, we do have a lot of fun with it, don't we?
yes.
It's just a lot of changing going on with these. So these are your I call them network channel type streaming services, because a lot of these have come from, like, NBC, CBS. Some of these have come from the original broadcast stations, or just different, like Discovery is came from Oprah. We have Oprah to thank for this one. And so you'll have a lot of these, but they have spawned off of cable and broadcast channels. And it's probably a new one coming out today that we haven't even heard about. Now, there are a segment of free on-demand services. You will have ads and commercials because it's free. But for TV and movies, like older TV and movies. Tubi, people like this one a lot because it'll tend to have newer stuff. It's not going to have like movies that are 40 years old. It is going to have some more current stuff. Anybody use Tubi? Let me show you what it looks like. This is Tubi. It's free. You can just sign up and check out what they have here. Here's some of their shows. So if you're looking for stuff that's, within the past decade, it's nothing that's ancient. People like this one, the Tubi. It's very popular. Crackle's another one that's been around. Look on your smart TV. Some of these are already, Crackle on a lot of smart TVs gets installed on them. So you may actually have it sitting there ready to go. It's sponsored by Sony. So it's free. Vudu, it's free, and it has opportunities to rent a movie. So you could check them out. Because the renting sometimes on cable, man, to rent a movie on cable has really gone up. And if it's a real popular movie, it's almost as expensive as to going to the movie.
That's just what I was going to say.
I was shocked. I haven't rented a movie in a long time on cable. And then I think it was a couple months ago, I just happened to glance. I wanted to look in, and I was shocked at how much some of the movies were.
Yes.
Like, because it used to be like $3 or something like that. That they add it to your cable bill.
Yeah,
What is it now?
Well, the movie I was looking at, I can't remember what it was, but it was something that would normally have cost me $3 to rent on cable. And I thought it was like $10 or something. I was like, oh man. I was like, that's, I didn't rent it.
The really popular ones. Yeah. They want an
They've
arm and a
changed.
leg.
Yeah. I guess they have to make up for all the people that are cutting the cable. So these are options to check out. Pluto TV, they have live and on demand. I'll show you what Pluto looks like here. Hundreds of channels for free. And thousands of movies. So you can come in here and check out what they have. This is another very popular free app that people enjoy. You can stream it anywhere. So they have, apps for all devices that you have. So you can watch from your phone, your laptop, your TV. But yeah, they have free TV channels, hundreds of free TV channels. So yeah, this is something to check out. It, doesn't hurt. If you don't like the app, or just take it off. Zumo. This is another one that might possibly already be on your smart TV. This is one that will get installed from time to time. They have more TV than movies, and they don't have a web browser, so you can't watch them from your laptop. You'll have to check them out from an app. But if you're a TV person, you love watching old episodes of TVs and stuff, stuff like that. You might want to check them out because they might have some things that you don't see on other apps. Yidio, this is a search engine for finding TV and movies. There's another one called Just Watch. This is what it looks like. Let's say if you're looking for a particular show that you want to see, they've got different ones here, or a movie. Like, for instance, say I want to watch Bad Grandpa. I'm just going to pick that one. Well, it's going to show you where you can watch it because it is confusing to find things. So you'll come in here. It says you can watch right now on Paramount Plus and Apple TV, not $10 to rent it on Apple TV. So you can do best price free, standard definition, high definition, and 4K, which it's not going to be in 4K. But let's say I want to watch it for free. Let's see if anything shows up. Yeah, it's not free anywhere. Look at that. Well, this is nice too, because if you say you do want to watch it, now you can see where. See, the cheapest place. Amazon, Google Play, YouTube, Vudu, Microsoft. Microsoft's got their own service too. We don't really talk about that one. Redbox. Redbox, you can rent movies and TV from them. So you can get an idea. Sometimes they surprise you. I've seen movies on here that are free somewhere, and then everyone else is charging for it. So it's good to check. And you can rent. Sometimes you can just rent it if you don't want to buy it.
If you buy it, does it go on your hard drive or is it just in your account? And
In your account, yeah.
Okay.
Each of these, you'll have an account, and you should have like your own library or something like that. That's where it would be stored.
Okay.
I know Amazon, you have your own movie section where you can look for them. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the Yidio and the Just Watch are handy for that type of thing. If you just got to find where something is. And if you are set up with a voice control remote, if you have that with your TV, you should be able to just say the name of the TV show and it should show you where it is. IMDb TV, this is part of Amazon owns them. That's another one that's free. You get free movies. And Canopy, if you have a library card or a university's login, you can get this. I have a friend of mine that loves Canopy. He just loves it. They have all these films that you can come here and download for free. And if your library doesn't have Canopy, ask them why not, because they can sign up for it. You have a small library in your town, they might not realize it's out here. But this is something that the libraries can get. And you can come in here and watch. And there's
Well, the libraries would have to pay for the service, right?
I don't know how it works. They probably have to do something like that. Pay
Yeah,
for it.
and small towns may have an issue with that.
Yeah, unless they have, maybe they have a tier payment thing too. Yeah, so this is something that you might be able to have access to, so you can always check that out.
So you can rent it from the library.
Yeah, you'll
It's
check
a
it out.
streaming service. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then you can just watch it online.
Nice.
Our library belongs
Go ahead, Sue.
to the county.
Mhm.
And as a cooperative, they sign up for some of those subscription items, and then all of the libraries get them free.
Yeah, if you're in a larger area, they'll probably have it. I know I'm in San Francisco and they have Canopy, and they probably have others that I don't even know about. Yeah. So yeah, definitely check that out. But so these are, the big pack for getting the free stuff. You can go check those out. And again, in the email you get at the end, I will list these names so you'll know where they are. YouTube, you can find free TV and movies on YouTube. Just if you're looking for something, just search and see what comes up. Sometimes there is the movie right there. You can just hit play and watch it. They also have some special YouTube channels.
Okay.
One is called Movies and Shows. There's the Paramount Vault, Maverick Movies, and Timeless Classic Movies. I'll just show you the movies and shows, what it looks like. This is it. It's movies and shows. Watch the latest and greatest hits. Now, some you can buy or rent, and some will be free. They'll tell you right here. These are free to watch. Here's the ones free to watch, top selling, so you can rent them. So this is, if you're a YouTube person, you're always on YouTube, this is, something to check out.
Do you have to have a subscription to YouTube?
No.
No, you
What does
don't
a
have to.
subscription do for you to YouTube?
It gets rid of the ads.
Oh.
Everything. You got to pay to get rid of the ads. First, we paid already to get rid of the ads years ago, and now the ads are back. It's like, cockroaches or something, or ants. It's like now we're like, ads again. Yeah. So that's YouTube. So don't forget YouTube. It doesn't hurt to try. YouTube's kind of funny because I've been surprised to see some movies on YouTube that I just can watch them. You just either someone put them up or who knows how they got there. It doesn't hurt to do a search. You never know what you're going to find there.
So can you pull up YouTube on your smart TV?
Yes, there's an app for YouTube.
Oh, wow.
How do you
Wow.
load
Yeah.
how do you load that kind of an app on your smart TV?
It might already be on your TV. When you get on your smart TV, you'll see those little Netflix always seems to be first. I don't know, but there'll be a bunch of apps. Whatever you are using, like if you use Netflix or Hulu, they'll be there. But with your right arrow button, scroll all the way to the end, the corner, and you should see one of the squares is going to say App Content Store or Apps or Content Store, something like that. Click on that, and what happens, it looks like any of these other streaming services. You're going to see all the apps that your TV can download. So you can search for the app you want and then download it, and then it'll show up on the menu on your TV.
Did you say that was all the way to the right? Or
Yeah, scroll all the way to the right. You should, once you get past everything, you should be able to find the content store. And then you can add, like I subscribed that there was a deal there's an app called, a service called Curiosity Stream, and they have all documentaries. And it's for $15 a month. No, $15 a year. But then they do sales, and then you can get even less. So I subscribed to it, and I had to add it to my TV. So I had to go into the little app store, look for Curiosity Stream, and then I found it, and I clicked on it, and then it just shows up now on my menu. So it'll take a little while, just like when you're doing on your phone, it takes a little while to download it, and then it will show up on the menu. So you can just do that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm
So don't
glad-
panic if you're not going to see everything in that menu. So you have to go and look for the, like for instance, Disney. Well, Disney Plus shows up on my TV. I don't have it. It's just the app. Yeah, it must have been in one of my upgrades on my TV, and they instantly just put it right there probably because they want me to subscribe to it. So you'll find that. Like Sling, I have Sling TV on my menu. I don't have Sling TV. And I think they just show up when your TV upgrades itself. So, but the more obscure apps, you're going to have to go and find them. You'll have to go into your app store and pull them out. All right. Now, this is a big group here. The live TV services. This is for people who are done with their cable company and they want to get out. All right. The Philo TV, this one's $20 a month. They have 64 channels: HGTV, Hallmark, A&E, Food, Discovery. They do not have broadcast networks, your ABC, CBS, NBC. Yeah, they have news, sports. 3 people can stream at a time, and they have unlimited DVR. Someone was asking about DVRs. This is an example of a virtual DVR. So let me show you what Philo looks like here. Here's Philo. Live and on demand, unlimited. They give you a 7-day free trial. $25 a month. I think, oh, we got to change my slide. They went up in price. But look at all the channels they have here. Someone was asking about ESPN. Yeah, they don't do ESPN. I don't see ESPN.
You see
but
it on
they've
there?
got- No. But it is scroll. Oh, maybe if I scroll. Not scrolling right.
Looks to be alphabetical anyway.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Oh, here's your. Oh, there you go. Available add-ons. Doesn't look like they have any.
Hmm.
But you could take a look and take a deeper dive and see what they've got. $25 a month. If it hits some of the channels you like, this could be a way to get out from under a $200 cable bill or whatever. Here's, I know some people's cable has gone up and up. Sling TV, they've been around a long time. They have those boxes. Sometimes, I don't know if you remember seeing them in Best Buy and some of the electronics areas.
Right.
You'll see Sling. They have two different, they have a Sling Orange and a Sling Blue. The orange has 33 channels, although it may have, I haven't updated this in a while, it may have changed, but they have it sports and family, like they have ESPN. Someone asked about ESPN, Nick Jr., CNN. So that will be the Sling Orange. Sling Blue is more entertainment and news. They'll have MSNBC, Fox, Bravo, CNN, all those. So you can either do them separate or you can do both for $45 a month. And you can add sports, news, and a DVR. So you can add on to that. AT&T TV, $70 a month. Now they include your broadcast, ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW. CW doesn't get mentioned much in these. This is one of the few that have CW, if you're a fan of that. They have CNN, ESPN, Fox News, MSNBC, FX, Freeform, and E. You can pay $5 a month for more movies like the Hallmark movies and mysteries. So they'll add some other movies for $5 extra a month. For $10 extra a month, you get unlimited DVR. So they'll have a limitation at first on their DVR.
Donna,
Uh-huh.
am I understanding this correctly? That if I pay $70 a month to AT&T, I can stream it. I can see these on my computer
Mhm. Yep.
and on
And
my
your
TV
TV.
set, which I'm already paying a different one for the same thing.
Yeah, you should be able to, I would double check.
Talk to my friends at AT&T.
Oh, no. Well, you have AT&T right now. Here's the AT&T's. Yeah, watch. Here we go. Stream your favorites anywhere. This is a promotion though here.
Okay.
But you can take a look at what they've got.
So if
And
I'm
see-
streaming it, I don't want to pay for it on my regular, I think it's DirecTV now. That's through AT&T.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
you could talk to them and see what, stream like a boss, they say.
Right.
Always go to the website and, like I said, these pricing changed so much and everything. Just take a look and see what they have going, what deals they have. If you're already an AT&T customer, who knows? Maybe they have a special pricing for it. You
Yeah,
can always
and then
check.
on top of that, I need a new cell phone and all of that. And so I have to get that through AT&T and
You never
maybe
know.
I'll
Not
see, have to
necessarily.
go in and see what they'll give me.
Yeah, just see what they're doing because these, it's like the Wild West. These people it's very competitive. As you can see, look how many people we're talking about today. This is such a competitive field right now. And you've got the cable TV and DirecTV crying on the sidelines, watching all this going, oh my Lord, trying to figure out what to do, with all this happening.
Gee, Donna, I almost feel sorry for them.
Yeah,
Until I
I
get
mean,
my
this has
bill.
got to be,
Until
I don't
get
really
my
feel
bill.
sorry for them, but in a way, they are in a tough spot because the industry is moving so fast around them right now. It's like, the circling of the wagons here or something. It's just, they're just,
I think we call that progress.
yeah. I mean,
Donna-
who they swat at first? I mean, they're just all over them like flies.
Yeah.
And, they're just, it's all getting pulled away from them.
Now, the
Yeah,
No, but
only,
if DirecTV would do a better job of customer service and
Mhm.
providing what we're paying for, I wouldn't be here.
Exactly.
Thinking about switching.
So it's, it's like the old way versus the new, this is what's happening and you gotta, grow with it.
Right.
Donna, what do you get? What do you like?
I
what's your
still
month-
have, I have Netflix and I have Amazon Prime and I still have cable. I am debating on what to do with that myself. Because I see everything goes up all the time.
I remember,
So,
as I said, my mother, and I'm looking at, and I said to my husband, my God, I said, there's 100 channels on here. And out of that, we probably I watch one or two.
Yeah.
And, and I'm
I
all
think-
confused
paying
and
for all
don't
of
know
them,
what I
yeah.
want.
I think the
Can't
best
find
thing
it.
is to write down all the channels you watch. And then what you can do, the nice thing with all of these is they don't do contracts. So you can always try it out for a few months and see, is it going to keep you happy? And if it is, then maybe you can cut your cable. If you can find the
That's a
right
great
combination,
idea.
play
That's
with
a really great
combinations, and try a couple things together and see if that works. And then if it doesn't, cut that one and try another one and see if you can get the right mix that will,
My
you'll be
issue
happy
is
with.
I like the local news channels.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hardest one to get.
Mhm.
But you can get it from Antenna too. The local stations usually.
Oh, really? This
Yeah.
is another website?
No, that's,
Um,
no.
no, you get a what
Buy
were
an
those?
antenna.
The digital converter box or whatever they call them.
Oh, okay.
It's I can't think what the one I have is called. It's Insignia. Insignia makes them. They're you attach them to TVs that don't have any connection to the internet, and you can get just over the air. Plus, you get
Wow.
other little channels. There's some funny little. Every channel you get, like channel 7 will be 7.1, 7.2, 7.3, 7.4, and there'll be all different things on each of them.
Donna, depending on your proximity to the transmitter, you could go
Yep.
to Best Buy and buy a $15 antenna and
Mhm.
glue it to the window of your
You're
apartment.
kidding.
And you might be able to see
Yep.
6, 10, 12, 17, 39, and 59, depending on where the antennas are.
Yep, that's so true.
You
You
have to
get
glue it to the window?
No,
have to
I mean,
go-
that's,
No.
that's instead of climbing on the roof and putting a real.
or put it near the window. Sometimes it will help. Yeah.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
You have to play around with it a little bit. All right. So Fubo TV is another one, $60 a month. You might want to check the pricing, but they have 100 plus channels and they do all the broadcast except no CW, no CNN, and then they have ESPN, NFL Network, CBS Sports News. This is a good one if you're a sports person, the Fubo TV. And they give you 30 hours
Boo-boo.
of DVR storage in the base plan, 30 hours. And then if you want more, you can, of course, pay. And you can replay within 3 days. So something that was broadcast live, you have 3 days to watch it before it goes away. And this
Donna,
is
is that no SPN or yes?
that's a yes for
on Fubo?
ESPN. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's CW and CNN, no. And
Okay.
CNN is, I saw something, CNN's moving to a streaming service, I guess.
Wow. Donna,
I've
maybe,
been seeing ads about that.
maybe Get Set Up can have a couple movie nights for us a week.
There you go.
Free movies on some of the ones that we might have to pay the big bucks for.
Really try them out.
Yeah. A
All right.
communal tryout.
Hulu does have live TV. So they have an option here. I'm going to scroll down. The regular Hulu, $5.99 a month. The Hulu no ads is $12, $12.99 a month. But then they have Hulu plus live TV, $65 a month. And it does 60 channels. So you get the base plan, the regular Hulu, plus you're going to get 60 more channels, all the major broadcast channels, Animal Planet, ESPN, Lifetime, all of these. You can add, they do
Oh,
have those
ESPN.
bundles for Disney and ESPN, and they give you 50 hours DVR service.
Huh.
That's an option. YouTube TV, $65 a month. They have 85 plus channels. They've got all the broadcast networks. Sorry, no CW. I don't know what the problem is with CW. They're not negotiating with anyone, I guess. They have news, cable. They're the only live TV service that offers PBS. And they give you unlimited DVR storage. So if you're a crazy person with the recording, you might want to think about YouTube TV. You can stream up to three screens, no Hallmark channels, sorry. The top channels that are not available are A&E, History, and Lifetime. So if you don't watch those, then that might be an option. Now, for sports people, there is a BCE Premium TV. It's $20 a month or $85 a year. It has all types of sports channels. You might want to check them out. And there's
That's
NFL
good.
TV Plus, $50 a year. If you're an NFL person, it's got all the NFL channels. So that's another option for the sports people. So those are the...
Don, I have a question.
Sure.
So I have no streaming services right now. I'm just getting into this. And if I were to sign up for something like YouTube TV at $65 a month, does it auto deduct every month? I'm sure that's the.
I would expect it, yes.
And then if you want to cancel, how hard is it to get a hold of somebody to cancel?
That I don't know on how, YouTube, I would think would probably not be, I don't know. It's hard to say. I know like with Amazon's so easy. That's why I say go to Amazon, because you can go in and you can kill off subscriptions like that. So you look,
A lot
I
of things when you sign up for them, then you can't get anybody to talk to anybody to cancel them.
Yeah, I wouldn't think YouTube would be bad, but I don't have any experience with that.
Or just any of these pay services.
Donna, you know what I've found with that is emailing.
Mm-hmm.
And I start out by asking, how do I cancel?
Yeah.
Or what's the status of my account, just to see how attentive they are. And I've always gotten a response within, a day.
And don't be afraid of the little chat bubble that comes up that says, do you want to speak to someone? I have had lots of very good help from some of those. So don't be afraid.
Yes, I have too.
You'll get someone that will help you. I've gotten deals on my virus protection through one of those. You can, whenever you see that pop up, you will get a live person usually on those, and you can ask them and they can do it right there. They can fix the problem, or, if you want to kill your subscription. Now we were just talking a little bit ago, you can watch live TV with just an antenna, or if you get those little digital boxes, because broadcast is digital now, it's not analog. So to do broadcast over the air, you can get these little digital boxes at Best Buy. Insignia is the one that does those.
Wow.
And you can get the local stations and some other stuff. They've got, I have some channels that have old movies and old game shows, like a game show network type thing. Roku TV, on Roku sticks, they do have a free live TV app on there. And I will include in the email some more links. There's a locast.org, I think that's what it's called, where you can put in your zip code and we'll tell you what your options are for getting free broadcast channels. So this is something you can play around and check with to see if that would be an option for you. So a cutting cable example could be, if you have no interest in watching sports, or if you're not into the cable news information, you might be able to get by with just Netflix and Hulu for about $30 a month. Prime Video, if you're already a Prime member of Amazon, a lot of you are, I know, you've already get Prime Video. So you already have access to that stuff. So yeah, I think the best thing to do is you'll get the list today from the email. You can look at them, and some of these, you can just try them out. See, check their websites, see what, think of what the channels are that are important to you. Check the websites, see what they've got going. You can always try them for a few months and then cut them if you end up not liking them. Take advantage of the fact that they don't make you sign contracts. Boy, this is going to be a disaster when they start doing contracts on these, which I think is going to probably will come in the future.
Yes.
It's coming.
And look at history. We've been there before.
We've been this. How many
But
times
look
have we gone through these cycles?
Right. But the good thing is this is a whole new set of folks that haven't seen it before. They don't know the system.
Right. Yeah. They don't know that we used to have cable with no commercials.
And one thing that my son says to me about it, he said, Mother, the one thing you must remember is when you don't pay for the service, you are the product.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So they're going to make money some way.
And
Okay.
Frank, Frank, hi, Hank. Good to see you here today too. He said he has the Direct TV with a DVR, and even with all the information, still never watch anything live. Love my DVR. I know, I'm the same way. I record everything. I like the convenience of just sitting down and watching it when I want to
When you
watch
want
it.
to.
Absolutely.
Which is streaming. A lot of these streaming services, that's what that's all about. It's about where you just go and watch the show. You don't worry about what time of day it is or anything like that.
Instant gratification.
Yep, exactly. On demand.
Mhm.
So any other questions or comments anyone has? You can feel free to.
Once again, great show. Thank you very much. I've
Oh,
got a
you're
lot of
welcome.
work
Thank you,
to
Donna,
do.
very much.
And
You're
it's all going to
welcome.
be cutting into my get set up time though.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you just have to find the right combination of what's going to be good for you and help your budget. Now, we
Yes.
do have Amazon Alexa class that if you're interested in doing anything with in the home type stuff, that's good to know how to work that. Alexa can work the TV for you too. We
My
have a music
Alexa's
app.
already lighting up.
Is it? I know I shouldn't be saying it. We also have the music app class. If you feel like you want to know a little bit more about the type of music apps that people use today to listen to music, because that's changed too. You can come to that class to get up on that one. And we do have an Amazon Prime class that shows up every now and then that tells you about the benefits and that come with the Prime membership, which is more than just shipping. You'll get class notes with all the lists of all these TV services. And you also don't forget to leave feedback. If you see an invite a friend button anywhere on the website or on your mobile device, and you can invite friends into classes through email or Facebook, and the help@getsetup.io. Email is great for getting support. If you want to host an interest group, it's a great way to meet more people in the community. Let us know and we'll get you set up. You can always suggest new class ideas. Any type of communication you want to do with Get Set Up through help@getsetup.io. You can always get the session recording too there. All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will see you guys. Take
Great
care.
show.
Have a great weekend
you.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
bye-bye.
guys.
Donna,
You too.
thank you
Bye-bye.
all.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.